Okay, let's get this out of the way. You're probably thinking, why would I prioritize the quiet priestess over the literal lion goddess who transforms into a golden murder machine? And to be fair, Augusta does look like she could bench press a train. But if we're talking long term value, insane utility, and design so dripped out it might cause a minor fashion emergency, then Yuno is the one you definitely will want. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta po sa inyong lahat? Because here's the deal. Augusta is power, Yuno is everything else. And if version 2.6 of Wuthering Waves is a two-act opera, then Yuno is the crescendo that makes the whole performance worth attending. Augusta charges in with fire and fury, sure, but Iuno floats in with poise and precision, weaving buffs like a conductor guiding an orchestra of destruction. She doesn't just support your DPS, she elevates them into divine beings. Not only does she come in with the most stunning mid-air support animations we've ever seen, but she might be the most versatile sub-DPS the game has released since the golden era of Brant and Cantarella. And unlike most support units that live and die by niche synergy, Yuno looks ready to slip into any comp, steal the spotlight for 6 seconds, and then vanish like a legend. We're not just witnessing a meta shift, we're witnessing a myth being born here. And speaking of which, isn't it time to switch to a more overpowered top-up service provider? Yeah, I'm talking about LD Shop, the sponsor of this video. Your new go-to top-up site is made by the trusted LD Player Emulator Group. Get discounts starting at 22% off, and if you use my link, you'll unlock an extra 15% off coupon, saving you up to $50 on your first order. Think of it as your top-up buff as you main your way through summons. They're fast, they're reliable, and very secure, with top-ups no longer than 30 minutes. So yes, first top-up bonuses apply, and yes, LD Shop is fully legit, with top-ups coming from official sources like Razor Gold, for example. Rated 5 stars by thousands of users and backed by the LD Player, LD Cloud, and a support team ready to help you anytime via Discord, Facebook, or their support center. It's really easy to top up. Just follow the link in my description or pinned comments, follow the steps, and then check your in-game mailbox. Boom! It's there in less than 30 minutes. Links in the description again and pinned comments. Use it to save more, play more, and worry less. LD Shop, save big, play smart, and now back to the video. Yuno's kit screams premium. She's rocking the rare arrow attribute and a gauntlet weapon, but unlike past arrow units that often felt like diet versions of each other, Yuno brings something new to the table. She's got the potential to amplify arrow damage, heavy attack damage, and possibly deliver universal buffs that'll make her slide into nearly any team you've ever cooked up in your dusty Resonance archive. And that includes Augusta's team. And don't let her gentle exterior fool you, this woman is a cold-blooded buff engine, wrapped in silk. She'll float above your enemies, pop abilities that rain down elegance and destruction, and gracefully return to your roster like nothing happened. Meanwhile, the boss just lost 42% of its health and has no idea why. Now, let's talk synergy. Because you know what happens when you pair Yuno with the character she's already tailor-made for? You get compositions so efficient they should be illegal. Gian, who's been benched by many since Mortifi became outdated, is back in the game. Cartithia, who's already broken with Shakona, somehow will feel even better. Even Augusta herself might get turbocharged by Yuno's kit if the buffs go the way we expect it to be. We could be looking at the Sun and Moon duo becoming the most iconic meta team since Jinshi and Sheshi started deleting timelines. Rumors are flying that Yuno won't just bring heavy attack buffs and arrow damage amplification. She might actually come with a mechanic that accelerates basic attacks, or maybe even more than that. That alone is game changing. In a meta where snappy attack animations often trump raw damage numbers, speeding up combat flow could make her feel smoother and more responsive than any support we've seen. The devs have clearly embraced visual finesse and animation power creep, and Yuno might be the first unit to fully weaponize that design philosophy. For fans of high speed, fluid gameplay, she might just be the ultimate enabler. And for those of you crying over the loss of sub DPS versatility in aero comps, well, Yuno is here to personally dry your tears and slap you with a divine blessing. Shakona is good, sure, but Yuno might be great in a way we haven't seen since the early phases of wuwa, when every pull felt like an investment instead of a gamble. Plus, there's the simple matter of design. Well, let's be honest. No one is spending hours farming echoes and gear for a character that looks like they sleep in the locker rooms. Yuno doesn't just pass the vibe check, she is the vibe itself. That floating animation, the celestial color palette, the aura of quiet power, you're not just pulling any unit here. You're enlisting a high priestess of aesthetic dominance. Definitely waifu material, 5 out of 5 stars, no drama. And we've seen support units try to do it all before. Amplify damage, provide utility, stay on field just long enough to flex their animations, but they usually come with a catch. Too much setup time, too many hoops to jump through, or worse, they only really work with 1 or 2 specific characters. Yuno, from what we can tell, is about to obliterate that tired template. Fast, fluid rotations, plug-and-play flexibility, buffs that could very well apply universally across multiple team archetypes, and even if she ends up just being the premier aero amplifier, a lane no one has truly claimed until now, that alone cements her as a must-pull for aero mains and anyone looking to future-proof their roster. She's not bending the support archetype, she's actually rewriting it. So yeah, if you've only got enough asteroids to spark one character in version 2.6, think hard. Augusta is incredible. She's the poster girl for power fantasy. No doubt about it. Big sword, flashy animations, and raw elemental destruction. She's peak power trip. But like she's the quiet revolution. The kind of unit that doesn't just buff your current teams, she future-proofs your entire account. She's the type of support character future limited 5 stars will pray to be compatible with. In a game that thrives on synergy and scaling, she's not just a smart investment, I think she's a multiplier for everything you already have and everything you'll pull down the line. Now, this isn't about skipping power, it's about building your foundation. And that foundation might just float, cast blessings, and smile politely while your enemies evaporate. So, are you pulling for Yuno when she drops in version 2.6? Let me know in the comments below. Are you gonna be Team Augusta or Team Yuno? And while you're at it, hit subscribe if you want more wuwa editorial content straight from the source. And again, shout out to LD Shop for powering this video. Leave this video a like if this content resonated with you, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.